This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Welcome back to the show. We are joined once again by Melvin Stokes, the man who does it all. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jill. Thank you very much.
Well, excited to have you here as a personal chef at Tony's Kitchen and so much more. Please introduce yourself to everyone before we begin.
Sure. Again, I'm Melvin Stokes. I'm Melvin Anthony. That's where the Tony comes from. I've been Tony all my life, and as I as I got into as I got my degree, it became Chef Tony. So I named my business Chef Tony's Kitchen.
Hey, there we go. And you've been helping so many people, and you really believe in the importance of feeding your body what it needs. Can you explain that concept?
Yeah, again, I worked in healthcare most of my life, and I saw people suffering. And as I uh, got associated with the VA, I learned that our bodies can supposed to heal itself. It was designed, it's an amazing instrument, and it was designed to take care of us. But we have to feed it the proper things that it needs. And that's why, in my opinion, one of the reasons why most people are sick, because they don't. And they don't know any better.
Yeah.
So just going on a journey, basically as I got older to take better care of myself. I learned I didn't know enough. So when I retired, I started going to school.
I love that. That's amazing. And yeah, where did you go and what other degrees did you get?
I went to Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. They have an online and a campus school. I think the original one was in Texas. There's one in Boulder, Colorado, and I've gone online. So I got my culinary degree first because I figured I need to learn how to feed myself first. I mean, I need to know how to cook. So I wanted to learn the basic techniques, but I also was interested in the healing my body through holistic methods. My last 5 years, I worked helping veterans do just that after I learned that it could be done. And then I got a degree in holistic nutrition and wellness, certification as a functional nutrition counselor, and I'm working on a plant-based culinary degree now to incorporate everything cooking that I can to help people that want to learn something, that want to do a little better.
Good. Well, we're here to learn from you at Chef Tony's Kitchen and to talk more about, as you call it, functional nutrition, right? And you do meal planning, you do counseling, you do wellness support. There's a lot that you have to offer. What did you want to, where did you want to start for today?
You know what? Food is one thing I love about food. And being from New Orleans, I know I've had good food, great food, but food is a common language because everybody needs it. You can find common ground when it comes to food. I figure if you feed people, people can't hate you. They can't, you know. Uh, and I really wanted to learn how to take better care of myself. So it seemed like the more I learned, the more I wanted to know more because there was always more. There's always more to learn.
Hmm.
So I, I don't know. I'm for the first time in my life, and like, obviously I'm not a child. I'm enjoying the learning. Everything I cook is I'm learning the processes and why this works. Like today, I'm making a plant-based creme brulee.
Oh my
Who knew?
goodness. Who knew is right? How do
Well,
you even just come up with these recipes and ideas? My goodness. Or you just experiment?
believe it or not, Jill, no, I am not that creative. But
Ah.
I'm learning the techniques, and I'm just trying to apply them. These recipes aren't for me. They're in every cookbook. It's not like it's hard, but if you don't focus on it, you don't find them. So I'm focusing on them or trying to.
And I love this food. Who you cooking for today? This creme brulee.
Oh, that's for me.
Ah, are you serious? You're so good.
Are you I know you're in the Northeast. Here we're snow. We got ice and snow. It's what I woke up, they said it's a high of 33. So Tony don't have to go anywhere. So Tony's cooking me a nice creme brulee with no eggs. Uh, and again, this actually is a part of my cooking assignment. So as I going through school, I'm learning and just kind of loving it.
Great. And I mean, you are hired for a private chef. We do a lot of events, you do intimate catering, right? And do you have any holiday parties coming up? Are we busy with that?
Jill, I actually have one event coming up here next week, just a get together with for the winter
Mm-hmm.
solstice. And I'm not even cooking. I'm helping out, but I'm not cooking. I tell you, when it gets cold, I did say I'm from New Orleans, right?
Yes, you
Me,
did.
I don't rip and run in the cold, and I'm not a cold weather person, so I don't mind staying at home and cooking for my residents. I made like I said, I'll cook something nice and comfortable for the residents, and just invite everybody to help themselves, or just share with my neighbors. But no, I don't have any events. I don't even have any events for Christmas.
No, well, that's a good thing. You can be cooking for your friends and your family. Will you be doing that on the day of?
I haven't got a clue yet.
All right.
I don't, first of all, I don't have any family. I have a sister that did move up here from New Orleans about 3 years ago, but otherwise I'm pretty much alone. Like I said, I know the people live in my building, and you know, I'll probably do something for them.
Oh,
But that's about.
well, that's great. Family doesn't have to be blood related. It could be friends. Um, and, people are saying, that you're well educated, intelligently professional. You helped someone named Jennifer get back on track during COVID. She had some severe issues, fibromyalgia and neuropathy, and really needed to start eating better. Highly recommends you. Also, you were Amy's nutrition coach. You were trying to help her, and you did with controlling sugar because she had the menopause. She had a whole bunch of different things, but you really helped do it. You're helping people, with their health as well. Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
You, it's funny because Amy,
Uh,
you can she people actually gave her a hard time when she tried to eat better. And yet, after we talked the last time, she told me that a relative of hers was follow. She told her some little things about reducing sugar, and making some minor changes. And she says the dude has lost like 10 pounds, and he's like kind of excited about the little things that she's helping him with. So, you can help somebody, but when they help somebody else, it kind of feel like it went just beyond you. So that made me feel really good here lately.
ah, well, I love that you're here helping so many. And do you want to talk about some of your programs or, what in particular did you want to focus on for today?
Well, I tell you what, I really wanted to say, because you asked one question and about your kids, and it really made me really look at my life and maybe why I am where I am. But our kids are such sponges and such blank canvases, and it's important, especially for young people that having young kids. You say you want them to eat healthy. When you eat, then you should eat healthy. Then you be the example for your children.
Yep, I ate my
Um,
rice and beans last night. I tried getting the other one to do so. It didn't work out so well.
look, remember, nothing can be done overnight. It takes time. And I will tell you, my dad did something that I did not appreciate. I didn't understand until many, many years later. But for a period of my life, when I was around your son's age, about 10, we lived in the country. And between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, called Greensburg. But during the summers, he would make sure that there were boxes of fruit. We had a fruit salad in the fridge at all times. And there was always beans and rice and one kind of bean or another. And the only thing I remember him saying is, "Don't ever tell me you're hungry." Now, we didn't get to go out because we lived in the country. There wasn't no stores where we can go buy candy and McDonald's. I don't even know if they had McDonald's back then. I forgot when they came out, but we ate very healthy for a very long period of time. And I think that's kind of why I didn't develop some conditions, you know? Most kids, they start eating what they see on TV, like you said, the chips, the sodas, the candy, and that's all they want to eat. And then when their body is not getting the things it needs, it becomes sick. And at some point in the future, it becomes ill. Um, it takes a long time. But our children, you can lead by example. You can, again, if you eat healthy, guess what? They will eat healthy too. You make your son chocolate chip cookies and you send him to school, and I bet you even the school bully's gonna be his friend.
Right?
Simple little things like that, Jill, are things that you can do as a parent or as a leader. You lead by example, and that's the best way to help your children or to help other people.
Yeah, well, it's funny. We were talking about eating, we always do every day, and about nutrition at the school, how that's amazing now, what the cafeterias have done across, the United States, and I'm sure worldwide, but like where they're really making sure the kids are eating healthy. My son came home the other day, was upset. He's like, Mom, they gave me these orange French fries. I didn't have regular fries. I didn't like them. I'm like, sweet potato fries, that's so good for you. He's like, they were so gross. I'm like, they're just trying to make you make healthier choices. But perfect example, right? These orange French fries. Oh, I'm like,
Sweet potato chips.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Add them slices, just drop them in some fries and make sweet potato chips. It's
Yeah.
like I said, little things that you can do that will they're going to enjoy them eventually, and it will change their minds. But if you expect overnight immediate do this, well, kids don't like to do what they're told anyway.
Yeah, I know. I know. Ah, I guess in due time. I was a picky eater growing up myself and still am. So you're right. You do lead by example. One is just awesome the way he eats. The other one's just very picky, pickier than me. So, and then I look at my niece. My niece only eats bread and pizza. She and chicken fingers. She won't eat any, she doesn't eat anything else, and she's 15. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's genetic. I said, I'm like, what do you do to hold her down to force her to eat? I mean, she looks healthy. The doctors say she's fine. Everyone's got this, some people have a weird diet. And you just hope it's not affecting them. As long as she takes her multivitamins, I tell her, right? And her mom, but there's nothing we could do. We're trying, and she's almost 15. And it's like, what do? You can't force feed someone if they don't like it. But hoping as she gets older, make healthier choices and she'll try it because the pressure around her to try newer things will rise when she's out with her friends and boyfriends eventually, right?
Well, I didn't realize that what my dad did between the ages of 10 and 15. I didn't realize how he affected my life until I was in my 50s and 60s. So again, you can't expect an overnight sensation or overnight, just success. But you get him in the kitchen making, I say something like simple, like chocolate chip cookies. You might even develop a next emerald, or he might just a like for cooking, especially cooking with mama. I mean, what boy don't want his get in there and help his mama cook, right?
Yeah.
Do,
Hmm.
do you cook?
Not much. Nope. I cook basics. I cook pasta. I did cook meatballs last week, and me and my son are the only ones that ate them, a mix of veal, pork, and then I also made chicken meatballs. So I do cook, but very rarely. I make chicken soup and I make pasta. I make chicken cutlets, but nothing like fancy. So when I say I don't cook, I cook mostly like mac and cheese and those type of basic things. Yeah. Yeah, I cook for me and my other son mostly. Yeah, the other one gets the dino nuggets.
Wait, the thing about cooking though, Jill, I mean, believe it or not, and then this is a admission of guilt. It, I could never go beat Bobby Flay because you can't give me an ingredient, and I mean, I might be able to come up with something, but I'm gonna pull up with several recipes. Usually, I saw somebody make gumbo today, and I know how to make gumbo, and it's like, oh, that was a little bit different. I might try that technique. So, I mean, cooking isn't that you have to know.
Yeah.
You just have to be willing to have time to do it, especially with your kids.
Yeah, and get them involved. Well, one little one loves cooking, he loves baking, but we're making cupcakes and cookies and stuff, the unhealthy stuff, but it's good. It's good. Ah, and especially for the holidays, I think a lot of people start to eat bad this month, right? I think it's pretty bad.
That's what I love about the plant-based curriculum that
But
I'm
tell us more
taking now.
about that for people
I'm
that,
learning that you can eat. I made a lemon meringue pie with a homemade crust and a beautiful meringue, and it was made out of aquafaba. Didn't so it had no eggs, half the sugar of a regular lemon meringue pie, and it was excellent. The
yeah,
crust was like, oh, it was wonderful. I, I don't do desserts. But because I made this lemon meringue pie, I wanted to try it made by someone else. So I went and had breakfast and ordered a piece of lemon meringue pie from a place that is known for having all kind of pies, and it was terrible. It was too sweet. You could tell the crust was store-bought and old, and the meringue was just rubbery. It's like, man, this is terrible. So I came home and then ate the rest of mine. It was really good. But it was a healthier version than what they offer. Well, if when you buy manufactured processed from someone else.
yeah,
The more you know about what's in your food, number one, the more you can eliminate things, you can only you if you know what's in your food, you know what you're getting.
yeah.
When you go buy the pie from the store, you have no idea what's in that.
Nope, nope, nope.
And I promise you, there's going to be a lot more sugar and a lot of other processed things that, again, you can do the same thing at home and it'll be so much healthier.
Oh my goodness. I know. I know. We got to make the time. We have to start eating better. What else do you notice about your clients in particular? Are are they learning how to cook from you as well, or they're just choosing to eat better? Do you offer like cooking classes too to show them, what they should be doing?
Uh, Actually, Amy was a good example. I gave her
Okay.
a couple of tips, and then she just kind of went on her own. Right now, I don't. I have another client that's basically doing the same thing. They were focused, and that's the thing about it. Every client is going to be different. They may want a meal, 3 meals a week delivered. That's one way of a client. Another one actually might want to do an evaluation of their problems or the things that brought them to me. Usually it's because they'll have a symptom. They have diabetes. They'll have something, and the doctors basically are not giving them an answer. They're giving them a pill. Uh, Basically, they're not happy with the results of whatever their physician or healthcare workers are doing. I don't give them to do anything different other than to look at start at the root cause. I mean, I believe that our gut feeds everything, our gut and our brains. If you feed your brain right, and your gut right, the two will come together. They do. There's actually a bond there. But if you start at the root because the root feeds your entire body. So we actually, if someone comes to me, we're going to take a look at what you eat. What I call it is, well, it's called like a therapeutic relationship. If anyone that comes to me, we're gonna get very close because I got to find out what you eat and what you do but it's a relationship built on trust and understanding. So I listen a lot, and we just take it a step at a time. And everybody's going to be different. I cannot, if you say you and your husband have, uh, y'all are two different people. If I mean, as a couple, if you wanted me to help, I still have to look at each of y'all individually. You're a female and he's a male, number one, and that's a total, total. Women have some, amazing uh issues that men don't. Um, but everybody is so unique. You kind of have to look at everybody different. And that's what functional nutrition is about. It's about the functioning of our body working together to produce the best results.
Well, we also, I just feel like with our bodies today, there's so many things that could also help us. Do you use any of those, like apps that tell you when you go to the grocery store what's good, what's not? What other tips and advice do you want to give your listeners and people out there about nutrition, about when they do go to that supermarket, what to pick and how to pick? People don't even understand organic, but I know there's apps. I've never used them though. That's supposed to tell you everything if you scan it, but I'm not sure if you're familiar with them at all.
Actually, I am. There are several apps that are
Oh,
very good about it. But you know what? Most people, if once they get to the point where they're using an app, they've made a lot of changes in their life to help improve their health. But you could start, and this is again, I like to start on a very basic level with everybody. Start when you go to the grocery store, make a list and look at the labels. Look at the labels of everything you start to buy now. And I'm serious. If you can't pronounce it, if you don't know what it is, go look it up because you might find you don't want to put it. I mean, again, it's made in the lab. It's right. It's not grown because if you can't
yep.
pronounce it, it's made in the lab. Um, if you can make that same thing without all of those chemicals, you have a much better, you're feeding your body better. When you're feeding your body all those chemicals, again, we don't know how your body's going to react to them. It's usually and ultimately will be bad.
Yeah,
How many drugs have come off the market and gone
I'm
because
sure.
oh, this has been pulled, and nowadays it seems like they have new drugs coming out every day. It's like, and the list of complications from taking them, I mean, they blow my mind. If that is the threat for taking this drug, and it's a long list. It's not just dizziness. It's a long list of complications that could result.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
sorry. I know everyone has their opinion, but
yep,
I put it in my body.
yep,
If it's the list is that long, unless I'm dying, unless I have to, I'm not taking it. And that's kind of how I try to live. Not all, I mean, I'm not perfect. I swear I'm not perfect. But I don't know. I've been very pleased with the results of trying to live this lifestyle now for well, about 7 or 8 years.
wow. Well, I appreciate, the fact that you get to do all this for so many people and work with them. And, you love being, that helper. And is there any stories you want to share about, people that you're helping, that you've helped or help coming up, or any community events or cooking classes?
No, but I will tell you about that. When I about that love of helping. When I came up here to the north in 2015, I started working with the VA. And learned about whole health. I started helping my veterans, and man, that was the first time I had a job that man, I just love going to. I mean, well, I love being an X-ray tech. I did that for a long
Yep.
time, but
Mm-hmm.
felt like I made a difference because people. And one dude went home and emptied out all his cabinets and changed his life. He wanted help. And I have several stories like that people were looking for help. Like I said, I'm not looking for a million, to help the world. I know that's impossible, but if somebody is looking for some help or, I figure I'm gonna find them. I'm not, they're gonna find me or we're gonna come together, but I'm not out here trying to help everybody because everybody don't want help. But if
Yeah.
someone does, I'll talk to them and share whatever. I figured if I keep learning, I'll have some more information to share with people that are looking. That's all.
Yes, and of course we want to hire you to become our private chef, or you could do one meal at a time. You say, right? You can help with the meal planning, the prepping, and nutritional counseling, and you do this not only in person, but you could do it virtually as well, right?
So I can. And
Eh,
believe it or not, again, I small parties, but you know, I think you help people like one person at a time, maybe sometimes just one meal at a
Yep,
time,
I like it.
So I had a lady, I made what did I make? I made a chicken soup. I made a vegetable soup with a chicken soup. And she said, "Man, that's the first time I've had such a good night's sleep." And it was just soup. That's all it was. It's just a nice pot of fresh, all, no chemicals. It's just all fresh produce. And she loved it and said, "Man, I slept great." So when I hear things like that, it really
Make it
encourages me
it
to,
warms your heart, warms your soul.
yes, it does, Jill.
All right,
And
Melvin,
that's
tell us
all I
how we
want.
can
Okay.
contact you, please.
Uh, Chef Tony's Kitchen.com is the website.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Also, you can go there, Google that. And my email is mstokesconsulting at gmail.com. That's mstokesconsulting@gmail.com. Um, and 815-631-1966 is my number. Again, this is my life. I just studying, learning, and I usually answer my phone if someone calls.
Thank you again. You have a fantastic day. Happy holidays, but hopefully I'll see you next week, okay? Bye-bye.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.